think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now here's the former Panther. Had some great years with him. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Now a 2nd and 6. On the draw, Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 43 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. McCaffrey will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Penix going to sneak it. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special, because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And his kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
Powering forward. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while, because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Drill green. 33. Yellow. Claude red.
Now here's Young. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go now. Blaster. 50. Green. Set.
A former Oklahoma State Cowboy. It's Chuba Hubbard. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Let's go. Red 38. Set.
Off the play fake, Young. That one completes illegal. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A give up the middle, Hubbard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. 2nd and 10.
Set. Hut. Ready.
Right back to Hubbard. And same result. He's going to take this just to the line of scrimmage before running into a brick wall. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Set. 6. Mega. 50. Black Ultra. Set. Hut.
Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back at him. They get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand. A really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole bit. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. A play fake. Now Penix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Penix. Well, he is caught. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it 2nd down and 12. They'll throw with Penix. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1, you know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And looking to throw, Penix. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They run the draw here with Robinson. 4 yards the gain, and it will bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Off play action, here's Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. That's to his running back, complete. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on his spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Hansen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Ready.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Ready, ready. 50, green. Blue, yellow, go. Yellow, zoom. Hut.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Into the hands of London. He's across midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Now Penix. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Credit that sack to Travis Jones. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what it is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DK Metcalf, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ready, set.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
You don't move. Ready.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Here comes 3rd down at 7.
Set. Ready.
Now Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window, he fired a bullet in there for the completion. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 74 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Young now. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
4 yards. And the Panthers.
And here's Young. This might be a free play. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Young to throw it. He's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
6, Mega, yellow, 43.
Final play of the half, Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter in terms of trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going? Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Third down, Young from the gun. Throw inside, complete. That's Hansen. And he is going to have the Panthers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
40-yard line.
Right, 97%.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Block 40. Ready.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here, cut.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 41, here's second down at 7.
Let's go now.
They'll try to throw now. Young. And that'll be incomplete.
So you look looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Let's go. 10 black. Hey, check mega. Hey, check.
Now Young. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep. And a fake here, direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
They're able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Looking to throw, Penix. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Down to the 41.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. To the air, Penix. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. Well, how about this? They'll change it at the line. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
First down, Falcons.
So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. Made his first. This now from 4th. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And a blocked field goal. So not only an opportunity missed, an opportunity made there on special teams.
Without a doubt, and I need to check with my analytics guy because every coach we've ever talked to, they always say, if you block a kick in special teams, your team wins 90+% of the time. I've never truly seen that number quantified, but that's how coaches believe.
He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, 55 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. A carry here for Trevor Etienne. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10.
Slide through.
Throwing, Young. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
That one complete to again. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hansen. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. Young here, you can see changing the play.
At the Falcons' 24-yard line.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
To throw, Young. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's into the clear. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 back. Ready?
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with career touchdown number 75. And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Right.
1st
Here we
and
go.
10 at the 42-yard line.
45. Red. Cycle. Set.
Young will set to throw. Right side, he has Johnston. And he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Ready?
Young. Got a man, that's Leggett. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
That's another Panthers first down.
Steel. Black.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Second.
On first. And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
On the ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now here's Young. Open man is Hanson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. Here's Young. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. And Xavier Legette, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Panthers 16.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set, ready. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Panthers first.
Young to throw it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
50, green. Set,
Young now. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Yellow. Ready.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Yards. That's good for a Panthers.
Now Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. On play action, Young. That's complete out right to the tight end Tremble. 2nd and 7. The play fake, now Young. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
With the dime worked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Steel, black, rail, yellow. Set, go.
Now Young. Got a man, that's Ligon. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Hubbard is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Black, 90%.
Young going to give it up on the touch pass. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
On the ready.
This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal.
Right two. Set, ready. 10 black, green jack. Set, hunt.
Out of the gun, it's Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Quentin Johnston from 4 yards out. And the Panthers get a bit closer. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Now Young. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be coming up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Atlanta, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.